Welcome! We are a bit bewildered in the studio. Already day 4 for us here. That means Latitude59 pre-final online pitches are going forward. Today we are the hardware and medical devices topic.
And with you, super serious hosts Tim and Kai again.
We're still here.
And today's round is actually even more competitive because we have actually 11 teams competing, not 10 like we used to have before. So what a battle it will be.
Yep, the top 50 are pitching this week, and we have divided them into 5 different categories. And today, as I said already, hardware and medical devices, and our honorable jury is also here to decide which of the 2 are going to go forward to the super final, which means they're going to the Startup Wise Guys Bootcamp and EstBAN Investor Pitching. And to pitch for what?
For the awards. We have quite some awards put up this year. So EstBAN is putting up an investment for up to 200,000 euros. Latitude59, 10,000 euros cash equity free. And CloudVisor is delivering credits for the Amazon Web Services. Oh, actually, that's not it. Hetman is also giving away legal services. So
and did you say it's for free?
It is for free. Everything's for free. Free to you,
get
free to
legal
you.
counseling, you get legal counseling, and you get legal counseling as well. No, only the winner gets, actually. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I went a bit over the line here. I'm sorry.
So, also going to remind you that me and Kai have a small challenge between ourselves going on.
I don't know why you're calling it small, because it's like a battle of life to death, you know? Like, I don't know why you're calling it small.
I'm just trying to make it better. I don't know. Anyway, our challenge is still going on. At the moment, the score is 1-1. So Kai won the slogan round, and I won the startup jokes round yesterday. And today is El Gran Finale, if you can say so, because the winner of today's challenge will pick a costume for the loser, and we will see this costume tomorrow live at the same place at the same time.
I think let's keep the challenge secret a little bit.
Mysterious.
Let's see the mysterious challenge. But right now, I would like to introduce our jury, who's going to make the tough decision. And welcome to the studio, Piret Hirv, who is the head of Connected Health Cluster. Hello, hello.
Hi everyone.
Also saying hello to Erkki Mölder, who is an investor in the health tech field. Hello.
Hi everybody.
And Christian Raude, we have seen him already. He's the head of our jury, and he's also going to be the lead in the syndicated investment from EstBAN.
Hello.
Hi. So good luck. You got a very important job today. Also saying to our new jury members that you are also not only voting for our startups, but you also have to vote for this battle that we're talking about here. So we need to kind of, confirm that I am better than Tim and I need to win this challenge.
She's not. She's not.
So there's a lot of trash talking, so don't mind us. Anyway, we do have startups here as well, which is also a very important part of this happening and event. And I would like to get Tim to introduce the very first team that is going to go and help you out with this. Who is the first team?
And the first team is actually Movie. They kill superbugs and decontaminate surfaces and air in healthcare and workplaces. So good luck to all of the teams. First up, Movie.
Hi Estonia, I'm Murray McDonald, the CEO founder of Movie. Every second a vulnerable patient is infected. Every 3 minutes a vulnerable patient dies from a healthcare acquired infection. That's 1 in 10 patients infected. So what if you're patient number 10? According to World Health Organization, 700,000 deaths occur every year from infections. These are preventable. The infection burden to the international healthcare system is $60 billion in lost bed days. Human cleaning error is the main cause of contaminated surfaces and healthcare-acquired infections. Cleaners, nurses, orderlies rely on old manual practices of wiping down equipment and surfaces. No one knows what's clean or contaminated. Meet Movie, our first product. It's a clinical germicidal UV light technology that kills superbugs and disinfects highly touched surfaces and mobile medical equipment. Movie light can be used after a patient discharges a room or before a procedure. Remotely switch on Movie 10 minutes and the environment is disinfected. Movie light kills superbugs, but what makes Movie unique is our patent-pending IoT disinfecting platform. It disinfects, detects and reports when equipment is disinfected and alerts when it's forgotten. MovieSense is an infection prevention platform. It's a tiny wireless IoT disinfecting tracking sensor network that attaches to portable medical equipment, wheelchairs, ventilators, a wall in a patient room. Our primary competitors are really old chemicals and human cleaning. UV competitors do exist, but they're around €100,000 per unit. Some hospitals use hydrogen peroxide gas to disinfect, $20 a euro per room, and it takes 2 hours. Movie technology is a HASS, just a few euro per disinfection, and the sensor platform. Movie's faster, cheapable, and globally scalable. No one has the IoT disinfecting sensor. Primary markets are high-risk infection areas, ICUs, theatre, also biotech and dental markets. A gritty killer team that's taking Movie global to the international market with traction in February. 4 Wuhan hospitals purchased a big quantity of our technology. Our ask is to grow Movie. We land in Estonia, join a Latitude program and look for strategic partners and international expansion into Europe and abroad. We're seeking healthcare biotech networks. Join us as we shine a bright light on superbugs and contaminated surfaces and help high-risk, vulnerable patients globally.
Hooray! Our first picture is done and we have Mari in the studio. Hello, hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. If I'm not mistaken, then last time I saw you was during the Global Hack. Is this correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. Great fun, crazy 72 hours. Yeah, it was good.
So how busy has the life been from the end of the Global Hack till today?
Yeah, life and business has been pretty crazy. Here we've gone back into lockdown here, unfortunately, but yeah, business and trying to grow and scale the business internationally is what we've been doing at Movie.
All right, well, it's great to hear that you still keep yourself busy. Now sending you to the jury for some actual questions.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, Murray, and thanks for a pitch.
Thanks.
Tell me about what's your round size?
So we're looking to raise €1 million for our seed investment. That's what we're seeking.
Okay, and how did you come up this valuation? What kind of model did you use?
I suppose a typical medtech modelling into the medtech space for startup organisations, but we've got traction. We're a little bit further than just in the concept stage.
Okay. With this €1 million, what you want to achieve, and what kind of business results, what you can share with us, what's your expectations of that?
Okay, so obviously you heard where we want to scale and expand. In Australia, small nice little test market. Now we're already starting to test market into Europe. We started that recently, and also into the US market. So we're wanting to scale into Europe. We want to land into Europe. We want to be investing into our marketing strategy in there and scale our sales distribution, which is what we've already doing there. I suppose we have some already healthy numbers in there. We want to really take market at the moment. It's a perfect opportunity. The disinfecting market is quite active at the moment, obviously.
Okay. Thanks so much. Good luck from my side.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Thank you for tackling this really important issue in healthcare. And my question is, what are the countries you said that you're already doing something in Europe? Where exactly?
So I mentioned we're starting to do, we've got a clinical trial planned for Germany.
Okay.
So that's one of our first areas where we're doing clinical trial work. In there, we're doing test market at the moment into the UK. So there are two identified markets there. Probably the top 5 markets are obviously where we're looking at as a first call.
Okay. Good luck from my side as well.
Okay.
Yes, from my side, I have a question that what is the regulatory requirements for the product and what is the level of readiness of the product?
Okay, so a rather interesting question. On the regulatory side, the unit can go in and we're gaining sales in a whole range of different markets, like into the dental, into workspace. So those markets, we are environmental disinfection, so we don't need to go into a regulatory requirements. We're just outside the regulatory strategy. When we go into disinfecting ventilators, which we're doing clinical trial work, we are then a class 2 device in there. So that's a later stage that we were going for. This device, our sensor, will be a class 2 when it's going on to the ventilators and other medical equipment. When it's going onto the wall in a room or into dental practice, it will be outside the regulatory requirements. So we're trying to generate cash outside of the regulatory requirements and then go into the regulatory as a second stage.
And what is the level of readiness of the product? Is it ready?
So we are currently selling our UV light technology. We're in early proof of concept and trials of the sensor. Over the next 6 months, we'll be integrating into trials with that sensor technology and then including it. So we're already selling our UV disinfecting technology.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks kindly.
Thank you so much for the questions and answers. And we're actually going to move on. Or is there something, Tim, that you would like to remind the audience?
I think I will remind the audience one important thing. So, the Latitude59 is taking place on the 27th and 28th of August. It's happening at 2 places simultaneously. The physical event is happening in Tallinn in Kultuurikatel, while the second part of the event is global, worldwide, across the whole internet. So this year we are doing the hybrid event for the first time. If you didn't get a chance, or you forgot, or there's some other reason, I don't know what, and you did not buy the tickets, you are missing out because the prices are going up on the 8th of August. So before this, I strongly recommend you to go get yourself a ticket and come join us for the Latitude59.
Wow, you read my mind. That was exactly what I wanted you to
Wow,
remind
what a
them.
surprise.
That is really a surprise. So now that this is done, we can move on to the next team, which is called Celtini. They are developing a super cool thing. You're gonna have to see it yourself. I don't even know what to call it. Is it a plane? Is it a bike? Is it a camper van? It's a totally unique way to travel. Let's see their video.
Good luck, guys.
Apparently, because of COVID, there's 600% increase in renting campers. And according to BBC, National Geographic, Forbes and Booking.com, people look for green and sustainable ways to travel. Well, there's cycle touring, of course, which is green, and I've done it extensively. I cycled from London to Tokyo, 30,000 kilometers, 4 years on the road, but the problem was my legs were sore, there's only one seat, not enough storage, didn't like the tent and couldn't cross the water. So here's the solution, Z Triton. It's amphibious e-tricycle camper, works both on water and land, equipped with solar panels, electric motors, enough for 2 people, room, storage. And I started prototyping this back in Shanghai, moved back to Latvia, Spent a couple of years prototyping, and here we are now with fully functional design prototype that works both on water and land, fully kitted interior with all sorts of gadgets. We've been testing it in all sorts of conditions and terrains, forest, small paths, bigger paths, off-road, lakes, rivers, camping, staying overnight, and just enjoying the thing. We've had amazing global media coverage, starting from Reuters, then USA Today, Der Spiegel, Business Insider, Lonely Planet, and recently Deutsche Welle, and many more. So what we want to do, we want to sell unique experience to individual customers as green-minded folks, adventurers, special experience seekers, and also offer it as a sort of rental. We would sell it B2B to campsites and resorts. So you'll be able to buy Z Triton in 3 different ways: as a ready-made, as a DIY kit, and a 3D model open source. And it's more than just a product. There's going to be a community, a platform with mobile application, and you'll be able to see where the DIY centers are, where you can assemble your Z Triton. You'll see other users customizing projects, sharing their pictures, and you'll be able to rent it out to other people using the application. In June, we won Salto Growth Camp with first 30K angel investment and partnership with Mistletoe Singapore. In first 30 days, we have 43 pre-orders. Based on that, we're pushing on with our early seed fundraising round, aiming for 150K. That will allow us to expand the team, build a manufacturing prototype, build the first 5 to 10 units, and then enter the market next summer, then scale up from there. Our 43 pre-orders, basically the main interest is coming from Germany and the US. We've spent 0 cash on marketing. This is just based on our website, and you can see more than 50% want a DIY kit instead of ready-made. The team is small. I'm the CEO and the founder. Igers, Leah is PR, admin, and finance. Guts is behind the camera. Kobe is somewhere running around guarding us, face of the company. A lot of people have been helping us, and also you can join the community and help us grow. Thank you.
Well done. Very nice. I'll see. Straight back to the video, yeah? Hello.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it's just here.
Just here. Very nice video, I have to say. And obviously a great team behind it, as I can see, as, you know, you have to have a dog in a startup team. So that's my question, whether your camper has a place for Kobe as well, like a special...
Yeah, unfortunately, the video isn't showing it, but actually I 3D printed particularly a special pet seat, which could be also a child seat. So, I mean, there are a lot of YouTube videos and videos online where you can see how it works. So nice. She's very comfortable just there on the little seat there. So yeah.
You have thought of everything. I love it. And pet/child seat. That's very nice.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'll give you over to the jury for some more questions.
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you, Igos. That was a nice pitch. And yeah, personally, I like the product. Sounds very nice and seems very nice. Tell me, what's the price? Retail price?
So yeah, so we plan to build it for, I mean, you know, we're going to be spending probably about 4K to build it, and we'll basically offer it to the market, depending on specification, between 7,000 and 9,000 euros. But that's you know, obviously subject to a change, because what we want to do now is to build a manufacturing prototype, and you know, through that period, that phase, we will basically, you know, figure out what exactly the cost is, but we definitely want to have it under 10K.
Okay. So specific questions regarding the usability of the product during the wind, when the wind is there. What's the maximum wind meter per second? What's okay to use this as a boat on a lake?
Yeah. So we're still kind of in test mode. So currently our engine is 40 feet LBS, so it's outboard electric engine. So it's super slow. I mean, the idea is that it's not a speedboat. It's more like a fun little boat that you can basically cross the lake. And but I can't tell you exactly what is the you know, the speed the speed of the wind.
I'm not talking about speed. I'm talking about the waves, because the draft is pretty shallow probably. So yeah, but let's leave it.
But
more interesting about Yeah, more
sorry.
interesting about the sales channels. I mean, you are first targeting B2B. Tell me about what's your sales strategy, how you will really make sales after you have fulfilled the pre-orders. So
yeah, so what we want to sorry. So what we want to we already partnering with some of the resorts, for example, and campsites. I'm talking to people in Amsterdam, and they want to showcase Z-Triton in their resort. So what we want to do is go to a couple of fairs in Germany, because there's so much interest in Germany. So we want to go to these B2B fairs as soon as we have actually a sort of market-ready product, and then we will speak to all the sort of eco resorts in Germany, first, and then Europe-wide. So and then the campsites, and that's where we want to kind of partner with people and find out how it works. So we've prepared already spreadsheets and business models for people. So we want to prove to them that their investment is going to work. So if they invest in buying this and it works for 2-3 years, they will get returns and they will get profit back from their investment. So
okay.
I don't know if
Thank you from my side, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for the really interesting presentation. I'm also interested in these physical features of the product. How heavy it is?
So it's currently about 100 kilograms. So I mean, it's the idea is that it's possible to for one person to handle it, to get from land to water. I mean, still, this is a design prototype. So we currently have used birch plywood, 3 millimeters plywood. So this is not going to be the case for the final product. So we will use hemp fiberglass for the hull, and then we'll probably use either marine plywood or like poplar plywood for the base for the hatch. So the weight will probably vary for the final product, because also we've used standard steel for the design prototype, but this will change. So the idea is that we'll have all these technical questions obviously will be addressed when we do the manufacturing prototype, but it will be light enough to to basically for one person to handle it. So I mean, currently it's already the case. I'm I can handle it by myself alone.
Okay, thank you.
So I have one question. Providing that your product is successful and there will be copycats, is there anything preventing them to copy and be cheaper and kind of take your market?
Yeah, I think obviously, yeah, it's a good question. So I mean, we went to patenting offices here in Latvia, and we realized that instead of spending a lot of money on patenting, and we still wouldn't be able to protect us from the global copycats, especially in some parts of the world. So we decided to spend money on product development instead. So we'll be protecting our brand and the design of the product, but we can't patent it. I mean, it would be expensive, and so idea is that we quickly manufacture it, and with the idea that we basically are first, and we want to work on a brand strongly. So still people want to have our product. We want to build a community. So people, instead of just buying, just a product, people actually want to engage and be part of the community more than just buying a product off the shelf. That's why the whole strategy and the vision around the product.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well done, well done. And let's not waste any more time. We are moving on straight to the next team, which is Cuploop. They are go-to technology and service provider for business owners who wish to keep in line with EU plastic regulations. Let's see what they have to say. Good luck.
Hi, this is Cuploop. My name is Lauri. I'm CTO. Marek is our CEO and Christopher is our CPO. We have a strong team of engineers. Our throwaway society has caused a global problem with plastic waste. Fortunately, European Union bans single-use plastics by 2021 and taxes on recycled plastic packages. Many countries have started to phase out. Society's pressure on being green is growing. big companies are forced to follow that. And all the businesses who have been using single-use plastic packages so far are now facing a challenge. Reusable deposit packages are the best alternative to single-use, and many businesses have already started to use them. For example, FIFA football tournaments. So it's a trend. But how to return reusable packages without having to wait in a long queue, and how to quickly and conveniently refund deposit? Well, Cuploop has a solution. We help companies to switch from single-use plastics to reusable RFID tagged packages, cost effectively and conveniently. Cuploop helps countries and companies to reduce the costs of the new plastic tax. Let's say a client buys a drink. She gets an RFID tagged cup, which is scanned at the selling point, and pays the deposit. When done, she returns the cup to our collecting robot. Robot reads up to 10 cups in a second and refunds the deposit contactlessly onto her NFC bank card. This reversal payment process is unique and patentable because it's made instantly and even when the deposit was paid in cash. No app is needed, just the bank card. Our financial partner is SEB Bank. All the collected packages will go into washing, then stored and reused at the next event. These actions are performed by the service provider. Cuploop is a technology provider. Our revenue comes from the fee per scan when cup is sold and from the sale of robots. We start from the outdoor machines and malls. On the next stage there will be stadiums, gas stations, coffee shops and smart city solutions. When major public events will return, we will be ready to serve these as well. Our first clients are EstBAN Pitching and Bepco, to whom we are developing first robots. The first prototype is ready. We start from the Baltics, then move on to UK, Germany and France, where reusability is becoming a major trend. European Union uses 200 billion single-use plastic packages each year, so the market potential is huge. We believe in the future where there is no plastic waste. Thank you.
Well done and welcome to the studio.
Beautiful thoughts. Hello, hello.
Really noble topics today. So, where did the inspiration come from? What was the starting point when you decided, let's do this?
Well, it actually came from real life. The situation in the market was pretty complicated. There were a couple of companies who were trying to do that in Estonia, but it was not automated and everything was very slow and the deposit money had to be paid in cash. So it was very big pain for companies and for customers as well. The process was very slow and it was very inconvenient. So therefore we decided that we need to change that, and because of it's a trend, so it needs to be automated. And then we started and then it just grew like it did.
Absolutely. I think every festival goer has thought about this, but you did it. So kudos for you. Execution is everything.
Now to the jury, please.
Thank you. That was a good pitch, and I think a great product to have to develop. Tell me a little bit about your target customer and segment you want to aim for in the first place.
I'm sorry to hear about our customers.
Yeah, your target customers at the first phase.
Yeah, our target customers are businesses. As for example, in Estonia, as I mentioned, EstBAN Pitching, who is dealing with bottles here right now. And then the second client is Bepco, who is doing about the same thing as EstBAN with, but only these big boxes for food, for supermarkets. All the foods go with the big boxes. They deal with this. So basically, firms like this in different kind of countries. So these are the service providers we use. Cuploop is only a technology provider. We sell machines and we provide the technology, so-called last mile for them. So basically, in every country, in Estonia it's easy, and in Baltics as well, because EstBAN Pitching and Bepco both are focusing on Estonia and Baltics. But in other countries there are more companies responsible for this kind of recirculation. So we approach these companies, and these are our main target clients.
Can you name just some use cases? How this will be used?
Yeah, sure. If we started, actually, the main focus was on major public events. For example, let's say Guns N' Roses concert in Tallinna Lauluväljak. There were like 60,000 people. And if now all single-use plastics will be banned, then reusable alternatives will be provided. And then we got an input from the event organizers and beer sellers that how to recollect these cups and how to refund deposit. How do you do that if you have 2 hours and 60,000 people? So we said, okay, we will work on that. And then we decided we need to automate the whole system and to make it as comfortable for the client as possible. So client doesn't need to change their regular habits. They just buy a drink, pay deposit, and then throw it away to our machine and get the deposit back to the bank card. So no cash is needed. It's very comfortable and fast because our RFID technology helps to read lots of cups in a second. So if you imagine that you have to use, for example, these Tomra machines that are used right now for bottles, you insert one by one and it takes a huge time. So it's impossible. So therefore, that's our input.
That's for live events, which sometimes can happen, sometimes not. But what are the other use cases if you're not taking into account the live events?
Because of the coronavirus, we had to pivot as well. So we changed our focus to the malls. So next step will be malls, and in the malls in Estonia, 36 million single-use salad boxes are used annually. And in Latvia, 60 million, and Lithuania, 90 million. So the amount is huge. So we're focusing right now to launch a pilot in this autumn in a couple of Estonian supermarkets to test with these salad boxes in the cooperation with Pepco. And the system goes about the same way. You buy the salad, you pay €2, you bring it back, you get your euros back.
Okay, got it. And last quick question, what's your round size?
We are right now looking for 800K on the 4 million post-money valuation.
Okay, thank you so much from my side. Good luck.
So, yeah, thank you. I'm wondering, me as a consumer or customer going to the supermarket buying this salad box, so what is the process for me?
We have
I go home, I eat.
Yep. We have tried to keep it as simple as possible to not change human behavior habits. So basically, if you today go to a supermarket and want to buy a salad, you ask this 200-gram salad box, and the seller gives you the box. Right now, it's single use. It will be reusable. You just do it the same way, but pay additional, is it €2, is it €1? It depends, deposit. Then you go home, eat it, and hopefully wash it, and then you bring it back to our machine. In the future, these machines will be so-called smart city solutions on the streets, but in the pilot program, you have to bring them back to the same shop you bought them, or to the same chain. So basically, if you bring back like 2, 3 at the time, doesn't matter, you get your money back. You can bring it back one by one as well, but we expect that people somehow like gather them together and then bring back like 5 or 6 of them, and then put it into our machine, and then you just swipe your card and then get the deposit back onto your bank card.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you for the pitch. What is your break-even point?
Well, we have counted that in the beginning of 2023, we are about to return the investment to our investors. So it depends on very, very many aspects, but 2023 first quarter is the return on investment point.
But I mean, how many units per year or per month you have to process to break even?
Well, if I can share the, we have counted that in 2023 we have sold 2,700 robots, and we have got 409 or 400 approximately million scans. So basically, this is the aim to get break even.
Okay, thanks. Good luck.
Well done. Thank you.
We are back in the studio. Are we ready to move on to the next team, or do we have something very important to say about Latitude59, like...
Join us. Definitely join us. Physical event across the whole internet. The main message is join us. Huh?
Yes. People are gathering in Tallinn on the 27th to 28th of August to do some crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Who is next up?
I think we should move on. Next up is SkyCorp. We have a few drone companies in this category, and they are producing this next generation hydrogen drone. So let's see their video.
Good luck.
Hello, my name is Toomas Meidla of SkyCorp, and we integrate and develop hydrogen smart drones around advanced technologies, creating the future aerial mobility ecosystem. Drone solutions are generally held back by the limitations of battery technologies. How much can you do with just 20 minutes of the air at once? Do you have somewhere to land? How do you work demanding tasks with those limitations? Hydrogen technologies provide at least 3 times the current endurance with extended flight times, fast refueling, and complete carbon neutrality. Solving the main industry problems have given access to being able to replace manned aviation and costly aerial data collection applications, as well as opening up innovation in previously limited use cases. Additional enablers such as carbon neutrality targets, awareness increase, regulatory clearances, and built use cases have enforced these directions even further. This solution is released into a market which is growing from the current $22 billion to $45.8 billion by 2025. Our main competition comes from the lack of awareness and varied regulations instead of other hydrogen drone providers who we take as partners and friends. Leveraging our experience, strong partnerships through consortiums, and agility in a strong innovation region gives us the competitive advantages to be stronger with other industry leaders rather than going solo. The core of the user base consists of drone-as-a-service providers looking to fulfill demanding operations, smart cities, smart ports, authorities, and anyone who previously lacked the technical capability to conduct their 1,500 euros per hour operations 50 times cheaper. We can provide them the tools they need without the large upfront cost of acquiring the hardware by introducing circular economy for drones. We were the first in Europe with the commercial hydrogen drone, being profitable since inception, and we have a strong, agile team of multi-talented people of space, robot, and drone builders and engineers. We are seeking additional resources to accommodate the high demand, expand, develop, and improve our reach for solving previous problems with future technologies. In essence, we want to create green autonomous environment for drone-based services. Thank you for attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and welcome.
Hello, Toomas.
Hi.
Joining us from Tallinn, I guess, yes?
From Tartu.
Tartu. Oh, well, I saw that you have a team full of experts there, and my question to you is, how about the diversity? How many women drone engineers do you know? When are you hiring your first female team member?
When they start showing up.
When they start showing
Most of the team is consists of people just showed up and said that you're doing cool stuff. I like it.
All right. Well, hopefully you will join us at Latitude. We have lots of women in tech that attend the conference, and maybe you can find some. Anyways, for some questions, I'll give you over to the jury.
Thank you, Toomas, for the pitch. Can you please elaborate a little bit more about the business model?
So we are going to rent out the drones. It's a drone as a service business. We are going to own our own technology.
Okay, and how you plan to scale it?
The scaling, we are going to rent out the first 10 drones and year after year we're going to add drones to the system.
Where did you get the hydrogen?
Currently, we get it from Linde, which is a former AGA.
Okay.
But we are going to the direction to get our own station to produce and refuel our drones.
And how do you came up with the valuation that you want to raise right now, 2 million?
Well, it was a coincidence. 2 years ago, we got so to say, we were asked to deliver a drone that's a long endurance and lightweight. So we started looking into the technology, and 2 years ago, the technology became available. So since then, we have developed our own drone.
Now, I mean, you're raising right now 2 million. How did you came up the valuation of this round?
So it's various things. There is the market that we need us, so to say, and we are being asked to show our drone all the time. We only have one drone at a time, and with 2 million we can produce 10 drones, widen our team, and start entering the markets.
Okay, thank you, Thomas, from my side. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Where is your production located?
Production is located in the UK.
And I leave the money questions to Erkki. You can continue from here. Thank you.
So I have the question about the IP. What's your IP strategy?
So we have currently charted around 15 IPs, and by the end of 2021, we are going to submit an additional 10 IPs.
But what is the specific field of the IP that's proprietary?
Hydrogen and aviation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. Good questions and good answers. Don't you think so, Tim?
They are. Let's move on to the next team straight away. And the next team is Car for Future. They provide charging sharing network and wireless smart charging hardware for energy transfer vehicle to vehicle. Good luck, guys.
So excited.
For Future. Car for Future is an energy sharing network and energy transfer hardware developed with blockchain technology for electric vehicles and autonomous cars. Let's imagine a scenario for electric vehicle driver. The weather is so good and you decided to go seaside with your family and realize that if you want to take some energy, you need to subscribe to charging station, and even that every charging station not compatible your car because there were 8 different types of socket technology, and it creates a kind of the range anxiety for electric vehicle driver. Car for Future come together 3 different segments in the one service. It's hardware, software, and blockchain integration. Car for Future is providing nearest charging unit information, booking, and online payment service. Also, you can share your personal station on the app and earn money. Car for Future has a peer-to-peer value for our users. It's energy transfer from vehicle to vehicle. In case of need, energy required should be provided from any location. And with this wireless socket technology, you can compatible your all electric vehicle and charging station. And also you can feedback your energy to the station and earn money, because in the peak time the energy more expensive than ever, and we contributed the energy transformation and earning money with that way. Our target market included 600 to 26,000 electric vehicle, and the all market included 4 million electric vehicle on the road. And in 2030, 36 million electric vehicle will be on the road, and it creates a kind of 5.8 billion market size. Car for Future customer segments separated 4 different stages: end customer, B2C, and direct fleets like corporate fleets, and leasing companies like a huge rental company like Six, Alphabet, and Harris. Our end-to-end service is starting from the charging station and following leasing, fleets, and EV driver. We are earning money with reservation processing fee, charging commission, and socket sales. Car4 Future has many competitors, but we are focused on our differences between them. Because Car4 Future is not only energy sharing network, also energy transfer from vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to the charging station, and all of the payment service integrated to blockchain technology, so you can raise the overall car regulation and also earn coin. We started our business as an idea 2017, and after that became a corporate in Estonia 2019, and right now we serving 1,000 over users daily. Also, we tested in many competition ourselves and making a global impact for this way. Car4 Future show themselves in many fair and events and got an international patent for the wireless socket technology. Our team member come together with many engineers, also advisor board come together with many executive level business person. Car4 Future say best regards. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and welcome to the studio. How are you?
Hello. Fine, and you? Hello. Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
doing well over here as well. Thank you. So, when it comes to pitching, my question is, what do you find as being the most difficult part when it comes to pitch preparation, doing the pitch itself, or some structure of the pitch? What is the most difficult part for you?
I mean, you say that in order to be able to understand or present the pitch, or
no,
just make the...
What do you find the most challenging for yourself? What is the most difficult to prepare? So the presentation itself, or coming up with the structure of the pitch, or what is the challenging for you?
I mean, the most challenging thing is the pitch yourself. You know the everything, you know every different kind of equipments, you know how it goes, you know how successfully you will solve the problem, but when the things come to the write something or show something, it will be very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, instead of writing something on the PowerPoint slides, if you just show the product or the software, everything is very, very beautiful and fine.
And then comes that moment when you have a room full of people listening to you and everything just goes. That's why it's a really good thing to do it in an empty studio.
I actually prefer
like no
doing
one
live.
is here. We can just say anything.
I personally would prefer doing live pitching every single time. So you get more energy, you know, you see the
But
see
that's
the
why
reaction.
we are here, giving energy.
Yes, doing our best. But anyway, let now the jury dig into your pitch. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for a pitch.
Hello.
You claim that you have 1,000 users.
Yep.
Do I understand correctly? Okay.
Yes,
How
it's
much
right.
of them are paying users?
They are all just the active users. I mean, they are using our software in order to be able to find the nearest charging unit information, making reservation and online payment service by blockchain technology.
And how much revenue you make out of it on a monthly basis?
We just take 10% of the charging commission and the reservation processing fee, like €1.
Okay, and what's the revenue what you're making during the last 3 months?
Right now, since we are just using our software, it is not a kind of valuable revenue that we take. After we provide the hardware that we are developing right now and we patented it, and we will have revenues like $1,000 per device.
Okay. And can you tell me what's the round size and what you want to achieve with this money?
We are going to use our money in the R&D part and the marketing part, mostly.
And what's the round size?
Sorry, I couldn't understand. I can't hear you very well.
Okay, how much you are raising?
Right now? I mean,
yes.
It is not so much valuable for us right now because we just use the software. But I could say that
No. What's your round size? I mean, you're raising money. How much you want to raise?
We are required to have like €1 million, and we are going to pay for R&D parts.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the pitch. So my question is, like me as a user of your service, what are the preconditions or what I need to do to use your service? Like how difficult it is for me or complicated?
Actually, there is nothing you would like to do. If you don't want to have all types of sockets in your cars, you just go in the market and then download our software. And then if you would like to use the wireless charging stations, I mean the car-to-car and car-to-charging units, you would like to have a device like $1,000. I mean, you just download the software and then go on yourself.
Random car, I mean electric car, random.
Yep, you could use it.
Okay, thank you.
So what are the markets you're going to target? Starting from which markets and which will follow?
Firstly, we are looking for to be right there in the North European countries, because there are like 646,000 electric vehicles on the road right now. And then our target market goes on the United States, which is like over near 1 million electric vehicle. And then we would like to provide ourselves in the Asia parts as well. I mean the North Europe, United States, and go on.
Okay, and is the product ready now, or do you have to develop it further?
We are still developing the product because we need some investment to be able to have the R&D parts and the marketing parts. We have all the technical details. I mean, all the patents. By the way, we have a patent in order to design the devices. We just need some money in order to be able to have the marketing expenses and the R&D parts, because every time and every second we have to provide ourselves in the developing part.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Well done, thank you. And before we move on to the next team, let's share some light on what is today's challenge between me and Kai. And today's challenge is something I'm really looking forward to, because
last round.
It is.
It's very important, very exciting.
Kai has prepared.
I've been working on this for the whole night.
Can I speak now?
Sure.
Thank you. So Kai has prepared a bunch of slides, a small pitch presentation, which I didn't see. And after we've done all of the formal parts, I will have to present to you the pitch that I haven't seen that Kai prepared for me, and vice versa. I have provided pitch for Kai, which she doesn't know about, and she will have to pitch this to you. The jury will pick who did it the best. I don't know what are the criteria, but jury will decide something. And we will know who is the loser. So tomorrow I will get a chance to pick a costume and Kai will come in a funny outfit.
Let's see. Let's just see what's going to happen. I do think that we should get points for slides as well, because I made up a pretty good startup for you. That would be... It's something that we can do.
I'm not too fond of my slides, maybe, but I like the idea. I like the idea.
All right, but right now we are going to move on to the next team. The team name is 10 Lines, and they're developing an autonomous parking lot marking solution. So let's see their video.
Good luck.
Hi, I am Tarmo Prince, and I am the CEO of 10 Lines. In 10 Lines, we're innovating the parking lot striping industry by developing autonomous parking lot marking robots. Every one of you is using parking lots in one or the other way. Lines on the asphalt are a necessity for us to be able to park our cars correctly. If you would see Amazon deliver packages with a horse, you will probably question whether this is still a good way to do business. Well, I was having similar kinds of questions over many years as an owner of a striping company that stripes about half of the parking lots in Estonia. The problem with parking lot marking is that it is completely manual work. About 70% of the time is spent on measuring and pre-marking. This means that people are using measuring tapes and strings to pre-mark every beginning and end of the line on the asphalt. It is labor-intensive and really inefficient. Our solution is an autonomous parking lot marking robot that will stripe a parking lot without any pre-marking, and it will make striping up to 7 times faster and require just one operator instead of a team of 2 to 3 people. the improvement in productivity is significant. My co-founder Janna and I, together with our team, have decided to bring the much-needed innovation to the striping industry. Janna's technological background and robotics and machine learning experience, together with my industry know-how and years of business experience, make a great team to bring the parking lot striping industry to year 2020. Currently, we have a ready proof of concept robot, and we just made an agreement with a paying client, Technopol. We also recently won the Protatron competition and were awarded 25,000 euros that we're using to develop our full-size prototype. At the moment, we are raising an investment round and have about half of the 400,000 euro investment committed. We provide a robot as a service to parking lot striping companies, but in the future we will be expanding to the siting fields like airports, harbors, and road striping. Also, we are developing towards smart lines. We see that in the future, lines will be smart. Markings on the asphalt will be communicating with both people and autonomous vehicles. Patterns and sensors in the lines will be part of the smart city solutions. Information about the condition of pavement markings is going to be extremely important for autonomous navigation, traffic safety, and providing striping service exactly when needed. If you would like to bring innovation to the striping industry together with us, please get in touch with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well
and
done,
can
thank
we
you.
have Darmo in the studio as well? Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing? Thank you for the pitch. I actually wanted to ask you, well, how are you, like I already did, but is this your first Latitude that you're attending?
That's my first Latitude attending, yes.
Very nice. What is it that you're looking forward to the most?
Well, I'd really like to move forward from this round and really show what we're doing and find the interest that I believe is there.
Well, it seems that you're coming to the right place. Latitude59 is the only and a big and an important point for the startup community in this region to gather. So startups and investors, the place to be for you in August. I will give you over now to the jury for some questions as well.
Thank you.
Hello, and thank you for a pitch. Tell me a little bit about your business model.
So what we're doing, we are developing a robot, but we're aiming to provide it as a service to companies that are striping parking lots. Today, most of the parking lots that we use are striped by companies that are dedicated to pavement markings, mostly parking lot striping, sometimes also roads. And what we do is we are solving the pain that the striping companies are having by renting our robot as a service to the companies.
Okay, so you will rent and collect the rent. You're not selling?
No, we're not selling.
Okay. Does your product also work offline without any GPS signal and internet connection and so on?
It doesn't work completely offline. We do use satellite navigation, combining it together with lidars and other sensors. And we also have it online while it's working to gather the data and to be sure that the robot is doing the work exactly as it's supposed to be.
Okay, so no offline?
No offline.
Okay. What's the biggest risk for your business? You will plan to handle it?
Well, really, for us currently, we see that we're aiming the US market, and this spring showed us that the situation we have in the world right now can slow us down a little bit. But the good thing is that we have already made really good connections in Europe as well, and we have, in addition to the clients waiting for this service in the US, we already have companies and good relationships in the Europe. So we saw that as a risk for a moment, but we see that we manage it quite well.
Okay, thank you so much. Good luck from my side.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. Actually, my question was also like, what are the next countries for your solution, and on what basis you choose your target countries for export?
Well, technically, the bigger the market is, the better it is for us. Also, we expect the countries to have rather higher cost of labor than, well, at least the size of cost of labor as it is in Estonia or higher. US definitely fits our criteria really well, but we also aim Austria, Germany right now, probably Switzerland and Netherlands. So the Western Europe is also our target group.
Thank you.
So what are you going to use the money for?
Well, we currently have a ready proof of concept robot, and we're developing a full-size product right now. To be able to have 5 ready robots in the beginning of 2021, when we are aiming to attend different trade shows. This industry has very specific trade shows, and these are the best places to make deals with the clients. So we aim to be ready with a product in the beginning of 2021, and we will use the funding for building those robots and for developing our positioning system and software side.
And the last question I have is that why aren't you not raising the money from your target markets, from the US investors?
We see that for developing this product, we are in a good market. As I mentioned, also I have a background in this industry for about 10 years, a little bit more, and we see that to develop this product, it's great to do it here. We're seeking to move to the US market, and we're also aiming to raise the later rounds at our target market, but we have decided to do it to start out here because we see that for robotics also the ecosystem is really good over here.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on straight away with the next team, and it is...
Oh, me.
Oh, the other one.
What a joke. What a joke coming. Anyway, the next team who is taking the stage with its pitch is Lightcode Photonics. We change the way robot looks at you. Good luck, guys.
Hello, my name is Heli. I'm a founder and CEO of a deep tech startup company called Lightcode Photonics. We deliver precise 3D sensing to the masses. Soon, we cannot afford human drivers for cargo and passenger mobility. Tech companies are developing autonomous vehicles to overcome this. But autonomous vehicles need precise real-time 3D information for navigation. LiDARs that provide such information are expensive and unreliable. We are innovating LiDARs into depth cameras. Our solution relies on original illumination technology that we are patenting. Compared to LiDARs, we enhance the resolution more than 10 times and offer light-coded zoom. Light-code camera is a single unit, compact and affordable basic autonomy set. The depth cameras will take over the LiDAR market, the volume of which is $1.3 billion today and is growing more than 50% annually. 35 million LiDARs will be sold in 2030. We are targeting 10% of this market. Comparable mid and long-range LiDAR today costs more than $3,000. We are targeting price below $500 per unit. We are operating on business-to-business market. We will be partnering with autonomy sensor developers such as Continental, Sony, Bosch, and so on. Our customers will be autonomy developers such as Tesla, Waymo, Argo AI, Cruise, and Baidu. Lightcode depth camera is in a product development stage. With a seed round, we will develop portable prototypes for demonstrations. In a year, with the next round, we will manufacture 10 to 30 units for testing on vehicles and in smart city infrastructure. We will engage early adopters. Among those are Tesla and Waymo, who have already shown interest towards our technology. According to our ambitious vision, Lightcode camera will be a commercial product by 2025, scaled up to mass production within the next 2 years, and reaching manufacturing and sales volume of 3.5 million units annually by 2030. We are a team of PhD-grade engineers and developers. We have devoted 3 years into development of the concept and the lab prototype. We are engaging 350 to 400,000 euro direct equity investments with pre-money valuation of 2 million. The aim of the sea drone is to devise a fully functioning portable prototype for international demonstration in June 2021. The sea drone closes on September 30 this year. I am Heli, and this is Latitude Photonics. We change the way a robot looks at you by innovating LiDARs into depth cameras and providing 3D sensing for the masses. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you,
and welcome to the studio.
What an impressive team they have.
It is, and I really like the introduction or the slogan part of it. We changed the robot look at you. Where did this come from?
Sleepless nights and a lot of thinking.
It's just bright minds. Tim, did you see they have PhDs? That's where it comes from.
All right. Well, that's something I don't have yet, so that's why I'm surprised. Good job, guys, and handing you over to the jury.
Hello.
Thank you so much from my side for the pitch. Yes. Quick question regarding Tesla and other big players. How do you plan to get them?
I was in San Francisco in February, and I met with Simon Reges from Waymo, head of sensors, LiDARs. And also, we have the pitch with Tesla coming up. So.
Okay, so it's just cold contact?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Waymo already said that. Sorry, Waymo already has given a written confirmation that they're interested in seeing the demo and in the technology.
Okay. As an investor, when you are paying me back?
On the first possible occasion. So we're developing a product. It is that we are relying on the, so to say, lab warm technology, which takes a bit time to mature, but we are actually speeding up how it can be implemented. And there are big players like Bosch, Sony, Philips, Panasonic, so forth, Argo developing this technology. And they're running into this bottleneck that this technology can capture only single photons, but we can overcome this limit. And that's why I think we will be somewhat struggling that at which phase we are being offered so good solution that we are bought out, or we can continue developing the products ourselves. So we are going to have this hassle very strongly.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
Actually, partly replied already to my question. That my question was like, how you take care that these big players will not push you out of market and do it yourself, do it themselves.
That's a very good question. We have a strategy that, of course, we are patenting, and also what we are going to do is we are going to have our own product, which is going to device on top of the solid-state LiDAR the others are developing. So we have our unique product, our algorithms, hardware, software, and we empower their technology. So, and we are going to ask all the big players to put a plug where they can use our camera module on top of their sensor and detector. And this is, we are going to aim for as many plugs for our technology and keep this patent, the light-coded zoom among ourselves as long as we can.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question regarding your team. So what would be the next hires? What are the competencies you are missing and want to hire as the next step?
Software development with experience in commercial producing the software, but they are rather easy to find. In the future, we need FPGA developers, so forth, so it might be a bit more challenging, but we are looking at the global scale here and global markets partners, so we can solve it.
So what's the current experience of your team in the business field, in the commercial field?
In terms of business, we have very strong advisor and team member Thomas Bergman. And also from, let's say, outside academia, I have the experience. I was head of autonomy development in Milrem Robotics. So the management side is on me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You as well. Good job. Well done. I will save you from my amazing jokes this time, and we will straight away introduce the next team.
Totally agree, Tim, because we want to get to our challenge as well, right? So we need to go through the startups. So we're moving on now to Tremo, which is a medical device or a medical diagnostic tool helping to diagnose Parkinson's disease and essential tremor. So let's see the video.
Good luck.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Liga Buša-Lehtonen, and I'm here today to present Tremo, a company created to help doctors to diagnose Parkinson's quicker and more accurately. Imagine somebody with a life-altering condition to wait 2 years for a diagnosis and having 35% of a chance that the diagnosis will be wrong. Parkinson's disease is a life-altering condition which affects 7 to 8 million people worldwide. The problem is that it's often mixed with essential or other tremors, resulting of billions of healthcare costs being wasted and people suffering. The reason for that is that Parkinson's diagnostics currently is based on doctor's manual assessment. Observation takes up to 2 years and is subject to high error rate. The only medical test available is radioactive, takes 4 to 7 hours, and costs 2,000 to 5,000 euros, which means that it's available only to few. That's why we have developed Tremo. By means of a simple test performed on a portable device, Tremor measures frequency, severity, and types of tremor, and therefore differentiates Parkinson from essential or other types of tremor. Tremor test is fast, easy, and non-invasive. In fact, Tremo is democratizing patient access. The cost of a test is 100 to 300 euros, which is a fraction compared to existing alternatives. At the moment, we have a working prototype which has been tested on 400 people and proved that it works. We are continuing the tests in biggest hospitals in Latvia, and we are continuing developing the prototype. Our business model is based on sales of the tests, complemented by sales of devices and setup costs. There are 10 million people with tremor every year needing a test. Our target is to test 1.3 million people per year and reach sales of 0.3 billion euros per year at maturity. By mid of next year, we plan to finalize clinical tests and achieve CE mark, and then continue to preparing for production and launch in 2022. Our business team is comprised from professionals experienced in pharma and medical fields. In fact, we have been working as a team together already on different projects since last 7 years, and our scientific team has extensive experience in development of technological innovations and patents. To finalize the technology and to prepare for commercialization, we are looking for seed funding, medical advisory board, and pilot partners. So join us in helping people to live longer and better lives. Thank you.
Super.
Well done. Thank you.
And we have Liga with us in the studio as well. Hello, hello. You are a superstar. You made this video today. I do have to apologize that the information got lost in that email world, but you just jumped on the task today and did everything that you had to. So how was putting together the pitch so quickly?
Well, it was in a way it was good. I didn't have a time to think too much, and maybe what comes from the heart comes best. So
sometimes it's best, right? That not to prepare too much, and just like you said, it comes from the heart. That's beautiful. All right, I'll give you over to the jury for some questions.
Thank you so much. It was a nice pitch. Tell me, do you also have in your business plan regarding some monthly recurring revenue opportunity in the future?
I'm sorry, internet is somehow badly connected. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, sure. In your business plan, do you see that you can also earn money on a recurring basis, monthly or annually?
For sure. Actually, basically, we have a business model which is based sales of tests. So meaning there's all the time kind of patients coming in. So, and they all the time need testing.
Okay.
And the second
So
business model is, yeah.
Sorry, do I understand correctly that you are giving the machine, the hardware, and you are charging per test?
Yes. There might be still some minimal device cost as well, or subscription fee in case the amount of patients is not big enough. So,
how much you estimate is the cost for producing this machine, this device?
at the moment, we are able to produce the existing model, so to say, piece by piece in 1,500. So if we put it to mass scale, we are able to put it down to, let's say, 500 per machine. So is a production cost. So meaning that just the hardware.
Okay. And what you want to achieve with this 250K, what you are raising right now?
So basically, our next plan is to improve the prototype. So and prepare it for production. So because at the moment it's just like a lab prototype. So we also need to submit for IP. We need to complete clinical testing and of course start producing and launch in test markets.
Okay, thank you so much from my side. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is how you're planning to work with your testing sites and how you're planning to find and recruit and establish collaboration with the testing sites. What are the incentives for the future partners?
Actually, we already have discussed with several hospitals in Latvia and Lithuania. So those are university hospitals, and basically 3 sites have already expressed that they are willing to test the machine for patients. So basically it's of course, we will need to cover the organizational costs, but they are interested to test the machine already.
And what are the plans for the export, or do you have any plans already for exporting your solution?
Yeah. So what we plan as a test markets, we plan to start with Baltics and Scandinavian markets, and later expand to Western Europe and rest of Europe. And then as a third wave would be then US and Russia, which would require, like, let's say, bigger investments.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Question that actually, besides Parkinson's, there are other neurodegenerative diseases. Have you thought about applying your solutions to the other fields as well?
Actually, we have. So at the moment, if we look at the medical field, we are basically able to measure anything what is kind of concerning tremor. So it is also other types of tremor, like orthostatic, like dystonic tremors, which are possible to measure. And besides medical, it could also have application, let's say, in sports, in exhaustion. So even like lifestyle diseases like exhaustion, depression, and so. But it's, of course, it's like a potential for future, and it's not like based on tests right now.
But why Parkinson's? Parkinson's as the first one?
Because it has the biggest problematics. It's very sad to see that in a way it's a second most common neurodegenerative disease, and it has error rate up to 35%, and there is nothing basically available at the moment except of doctor's manual judgment and the DAT scan, which is in a way sad. And there's a lot of research in this field, so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really great ideas out there. This is so good to see that the startup world well, is a world of ideas and ways to make the world a better place. I have also come up with a startup, which Tim is going to start pitching very soon. I'm very excited to see how well he's going to present it. Anyway, just want to remind you that Latitude is taking place on the 27th to 28th of August this year. We're everywhere. So we're in Tallinn on site and we're online everywhere. And as most of the startups have mentioned today, they are raising money. Money is oxygen for startups. And we have lots of investors at Latitude59 waiting for you. After this long, weird period, we are all waiting to meet actually one-on-one, just to discuss new ideas, new startups, new trends, new technology, and meet people.
And one of the teams who definitely will get matched if they attend the Latitude 59 is Airboard, who are taking over the stage now. So Airboard builds industrial drones for crop spraying to help farmers reduce operational costs and use less pesticides. Good luck, guys.
Hello, my name is Elvis, and I'm the founder and CEO of a Latvian-based aviation company called Airboard. Here at Airboard, we're building the world's most powerful drone, particularly built for agriculture crop spraying that helps farmers save costs. So we're able to offer a product that has lower operational costs, that is able to save about half of the pesticide compared to a helicopter drift, and is able to track spraying data as it's spraying and only spray the particular areas that are most affected by the disease. So at the end of the day, you end up using less of the pesticide and saving costs. Our target clients are particularly helicopter companies, spraying companies in Australia and New Zealand. Right now, we already have 2 pre-orders from an Australian company, an international helicopter order with 269,000 United States dollars. And we also have signed 5 larger contracts totaling 1.26 million in total deal value. We also have another pure list of pipeline with about 216 deals in pipeline with some larger ag tech and helicopter companies. The market size is about $8 billion for the whole agriculture drone market, and we have the capability to reach that. From the technical advantages, we're designing an in-house battery technology. It's able to offer a higher lasting battery for the drone in extreme environments, and we're also designing in-house composite materials that are able to reduce the weight for the drone by about 40%. Our team consists of 4 people. I myself have a background that at the age of 16, I became the first person in Latvia that actually Latvian government had granted the legal permission to start a business at the age of 16, still being under the age of 18. And I've been part of 2 international business accelerators, one which is Boost VC, another which is Alchemist Accelerator, both located in Silicon Valley. Carlos, our dedicated sales rep, has experience with startup sales and larger B2B sales in some larger corporates. So he does understand the different relationship building and B2B sales tactics there. We also have Edgars, who's our CTO, who has previous heavy aviation background, who's been working both in Terragon aircraft and working in UAV factory, both large drone companies, heavy aviation companies, and composite science. And Ivars is coming from a Latvian company called EODrive and brings our battery know-how and battery science. I'm Elvis from Airboard, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
Well done and welcome to the studio. How is it going?
It's going good. Thanks for you guys.
Yeah, I'll tell you a short story of my history with drones. I bought myself a drone. I flew 2 times, and the 3rd time I was flying over the sea, and then it just fell into the sea, and that was the end. Really, really interesting story that I shared with you. How are you doing with operating drones?
We're doing pretty good. I mean, we're much more serious, obviously, than flying over the sea. So you actually have flight procedures that prevent you from doing that.
All right. Well, now some more serious questions to the jury.
Hello, and thanks for the pitch. That was a good one. So as I understand correctly, you are selling hardware as a business model.
Yeah, so it's essentially a platform model. So we're selling a hardware, and then the biggest recurring business model is maintenance and insurance. So on top of the drone, for example, from regulatory, it requires you to change the parts after every 100 flight hours. So we have a subscription-based model where people essentially have recurring revenue part for ordering the parts, and also providing an uptime guarantee on insurance on top of that.
Okay. How and where did you get your first pre-orders?
Yeah, good question. So our sales cycle was, or actually sales process is outbound oriented. So we essentially target helicopter companies within our region and within our focus. We do cold calls, cold mails, and we try to convince them to actually come down from Australia, 36-hour flight on their own budget to Latvia to see the drone in person and do a field trial, which we successfully did with 4 clients, 2 of which signed an agreement and 1 paid the pre-order.
Okay. And what is the price for one drone?
Depends on which model. So we have a 100-liter model, which is $262,000 US, and a 50-liter one, which is $150,000 US.
And what's your gross margin on that?
Yeah, on the 50-liter version, our bill of materials is around 70,000, and for the 100-liter version, the bill of materials is around 157,000 US dollars.
Okay. And your round size is $500,000?
We're raising $500,000, and half of that is committed.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck from my side.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for the presentation. I have a question regarding your history. How successful were your previous companies when you were just 16 years old? Like, how did you do?
Yeah, sure. Good question. So actually, half of the team actually has been previous founders. So 2 of the other guys have also had previous drone businesses. So we actually started, it was actually a drone business as well, and it was the same company. So I'm right now 21-year-old, and that was about 4 years ago when we started initially building a manned drone. So we started actually on building, and actually we did build up a drone that was able to lift a person for human transportation projects. And later on, pivoted essentially on an industrial agriculture application as we found out the niche there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, so I have the question that why haven't the helicopter companies come to this idea and executed it? What's preventing the others to come into this area?
Yeah, I think it's the same old question why Google can't copy any other software company, which is that they're just too bureaucratic, too large of the size, and that's what startups are made for. So, for example, with any of these helicopter companies that have been doing, most of these are family owned, that have been doing this for 30, 40, 50 years, and are really outside of actually making helicopters. You see companies like Bell and Boeing also working on heavy lift drones. We rather see them as potential acquisition or exit strategy partners. As a startup, we can be much more essentially flexible in making those first orders custom for the clients compared to larger corporate, which might be a larger product roadmap.
Yeah, but providing you are successful and providing you end up negotiating with them, what would be your leverage or your trump cards that would give you the upper hand against the others?
Sure,
because
we
I
already
don't see any kind of IP or
there is actually IP. So the IP is threefold. So it's both IP on battery side, IP on the composite side, and IP on flight control systems. So for example, with a couple of our existing large corporate clients which we already have been discussing acquisition potentials in some countries where it essentially are interested in licensing the technology and branding under their own brand. So we see acquisition partners in twofold. So one which is aviation based. So this is rather a technology acquisition or ag hire, and agriculture acquisition partners, which is rather having already a strategic essentially brand and multiple users operating the product that's proven in the market, so that they can actually enter the market with acquiring the drone technology.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
And thank you from our side as well. Who is next?
So next one up, we have FinAdvance. They are growing human diseases in miniature chips. Sounds very futuristic, but they're doing it right now, live here on video.
Good luck, guys.
Hello, I'm Tuomas Nurmi, the Chief Medical Officer of FinAdvance. FinAdvance makes organ-on-chip devices for preclinical drug testing. Drugs save lives, but developing a drug takes on average $1 billion and 12 years of research. As 95% of current preclinical trials use mice, we humans are actually using medicines tailored for mice. About 87% of drugs entering into clinical trials fail. For drug companies, these drugs destined to fail are a large cost factor. In addition, an unknown number of medicines that could work in humans get cancelled because they fail in mice models. FinAdvance has a solution. Our organ-on-chip technology combines human cells, vasculature, and perfusion, creating a mini organ or tissue that can then be used for testing a drug. Our devices can be used in many of the phases of preclinical drug development, including hit to lead, formulation studies, safety, pharmacokinetic studies, and efficacy. These studies can be conducted in a high-throughput manner in many of FinAdvance's chips. At the moment, FinAdvance has devices for high-throughput spheroid production, organoid culture, and 2 drug cross-gradient assays, as well as specific microfluidics chips for modeling vascular diseases, blood-brain barrier, Parkinson's disease, and the lung. We also have several other platforms currently in development. At the moment, we are in research partnership with AstraZeneca and Orion Pharma, in addition to a host of scientific groups and partners in different projects. As our products are single-use devices, we are aiming at a subscription-based business model with sustained high net revenue. At FinAdvance, our goal is to make drug development faster, cheaper, and more reliable. And with our technology, we hope to enable the drug industry to make affordable treatments for unmet conditions, decrease animal testing, and usher forth the age of personalized medicine. Thank you, and we are FinAdvance.
Super, thank you.
And thank you.
We have Thomas in the studio as well. Hello, hello.
Hello.
So, very serious topic again, and intense work. Like, you know, Tim and I here, we're trying to keep the spirits high and have a little fun of our own with our little challenges. So how do you, oh, hello there. How do you have fun with your team to keep the spirits high?
Oh, we have a lot of fun. Actually, we have a very relaxed bunch of people working for us, and we spend quite a lot of time together on different activities, but each of us brings our own flavor, and we try to meld everybody's interests together and have a good time.
Super, that's a very nice answer. Thank you. All right, I'll give you over to the jury.
Yes, thank you so much for a pitch. Yes. Tell me, what's your main sales channels?
Well, so far we actually haven't done much marketing for sales. We've had multiple research projects, and so far we have just entered into sales with some of our research partners. So far that has been our main channel. We are looking forward to moving more into a direct marketing, B2B marketing strategy, and we have some contacts already that are interested in acquiring first lots.
Okay. I didn't find any information regarding your round size and evaluation, and if you can a little bit elaborate as well what you want to achieve, with these funds received.
Sure. We had our seed fund round finished this April. We received 550,000 euros with a valuation of 2 million euros. With that funding, we have finalized one patent, and we are looking forward to file another 3 this fall. We are increasing our production to meet the larger lot sizes asked from our industrial partners, and we're looking forward to locking in some monthly on monthly orders and creating some recurring revenue.
Okay. So at the moment, you are not looking any funds.
Well, we might be looking later on towards the end of the year and next year, but not currently. If someone pops up that sees us as quite valuable, then that's another story. But as the intro said, money is fuel.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and good luck from us.
Thanks.
Thank you for your presentation and pitch. I have a question regarding your partners. Like now I can see that you are collaborating with AstraZeneca and Orion Pharma. So is this kind of support to have also collaboration with other pharmaceutical companies, or is it more like an obstacle, or why these two?
Well, AstraZeneca, we got into a Horizon 2020 project that started last year, last spring actually. They were in this project aimed at vascular anomalies, and they have a pretty strong focus in that field. So that's why AstraZeneca is in that project with us.
Okay, and you're open to for the other pharmaceutical companies as well.
Absolutely. So we don't require any proprietary information from the pharmaceutical side concerning their compounds. We are able to provide the devices and also the cell culture platforms necessary for their specific projects. But as we are creating tissues and disease models, then we don't go into their proprietary information.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So I have the question that it's actually kind of really high competition area, platform technologies for drug discoveries. So what would be your edge compared to the others? Why would be you who succeeds among all these tens and the hundreds of companies competing with the same goal?
Well, that's a great question. So far, we have received very good feedback about the usability of our devices. So compared to the main competitors in the field, we have received feedback that our devices are actually very easy to use and yield good results. They also have a very low threshold to take into use. For example, some of the other competitors have also very large infrastructure investment needed to take on their devices. But so far we have had a strategy that with very minimal efforts you can try our devices, find them better, more reliable and easy to use, and then you can scale up from there.
Okay, you are not raising money now, but you are coming from the academic neighborhood. So what would be kind of your promise or your offer to the investors once you start raising the money?
Well, we're looking to scale up our production quite fast. We're looking to be, by the end of next year, getting recurring revenue per month in the order of about €1 million. So that's our goal. So for any company that's or VC that's coming on board, then we hope to ramp up this money stream even at a higher rate. So that's kind of the promise for anyone coming in.
Okay, good luck in your marathon.
Thank you.
Very much.
Well done, guys.
We do have to remind you that all the teams are pitching for some great prizes, and the main prize, €200K investment from EstBAN. Who's next?
Not bad. The next team who is pitching is Ferterex. And now I would ask all of the male audience to focus, especially because it's a hot topic that that the team will be pitching. And what are they doing is they're doing the device for home therapy, which improves sperm quality and boosts testosterone. So let's see what are they doing. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Maris, CEO and founder of Fertirex. We are helping infertile couples have a baby. You know this. What is it? It's sperm. It's male sperm, most important factor in creation new generation of life. But did you know 1 in 5 men has a low sperm quality and it's coming worse? Did you also know up to 100 million infertile couples struggling to have a baby, and half of the problem is men? Global infertility market reached 20 billion euro. And it's basically due to artificial insemination. If you look in Google Trends, we see that keywords male infertility are double popular as women infertility. Why do we have such a bad sperm quality? There are a lot of reasons, but basically this is modern lifestyle. We have a solution. It's Fertirex, world's first photobiomodulation therapy device. It's patented and we are already producing it. Man just has to sit on it twice a week for 10 minutes, and by biostimulation, it increases 3 important factors of sperm quality. It's proved by our pilot with Riga Stradiņš University that increases sperm motility, how it moves, for 11%, morphology for 50%, and sperm count for 38% in a couple of months. Our doctors are keen to try it, and already a couple of clinics bought our device. We do not have direct competitors, but if we can consider competitor as in vitro fertilization, what costs 20,000 euro per couple, our device costs just 2,000 euro. It's worth to try it, isn't it? We are raising right now 250K to reach our goals. The team, me, I'm medical doctor, specialist in laser and phototherapy, and I have already experience in developing of such devices. And my colleague, Juris Rudzītis, he's gynecologist and experienced guy in pharmaceutical industry. So it was Fertirex, Maris, and my Fertirex boy. Thank you, and please questions.
Well done, thank you. And do we have Maris in the studio with us? Yes, hello.
Hello, hello.
I'm here.
All right.
You have it there. Very nice.
So how long does it take to manufacture one of those?
Actually, I started to work on this idea at the very end of 2017, and right now we have first batch ready, just electronics, because we do not have injection molds, so we doing handwork in workshop to produce plastic bodies, and right now we have assembled 5 items, and all of them already are ordered from clinics, so it seems that they will be gone next week.
All right.
Do you think this is the like, you know, innovation in that field over a long period of time? I haven't heard any startups kind of in the field at all.
For sure, it's innovation. It's patented, and the method of behind is called PBMT, photobiomodulation therapy, but what is used also in other indications like bone treatment or back pain or in arthritis, but actually it could be used in improvement of male fertility. So we decided to go for it because there is nothing specific to improve sperm quality. Our client is a man with huge sperm quality who has sperm cells in his sperm, but not enough count, not enough motility. So we can improve it together with perhaps with some antioxidants, with some physical exercises and other things they have to do. Doctors can advise it, and they can advise our Fertrex as well.
I think it's such a great goal. Tim and I were very excited.
Yes, and now handing over to the jury.
Wow, thank you. This is an interesting product, really.
Yeah,
Thank you for the pitch. Tell me, how do you make money? Is it only product sales or is it something more?
Our approach is to doctors, and there could be two ways. One way, what we're starting is clinics using this device for in clinics use as a physical therapy procedure to their patients. And of course, we're selling this device, but also we have those disposable covers, and those covers they have buying for each patient. So we can have long revenue out of those disposable covers in future. So this is one way. Second way, of course, clinics can also prescribe this device, and patients can just buy. But if it costs 2,000 euro, it could be too expensive for home use. But still, we can at the beginning come with discounts, and also could be rented as well from our side and also from clinic side. One clinic expressed the interest to rent to their patient, not to have treatment on the spot, but to rent to their patient. So this is up to them. They ordered already 3 items, and they want to rent to their patients, because this is intimate process, and why man has to go to clinic, better to rent to him than to have money for it. So those are
okay.
But in short, in few words, work with doctors, with clinics, with gynecologists, with IVI clinics.
Yeah. Your retail price is 2,000 euro. What's the production price?
Right now, for our first 50 items batch, we have brutal sell cost 170 euro. This packing together, what is really high. But with scaling up and with having normal plastic body production by injection mold, our calculation is self-cost could be around 50 to 60 euro. And we're calculating over that we are selling to distributors or to clinics for 500 euros. But we will keep as value for this device, so retail price could be 2,000, yeah.
Okay. And as an investor, when you are paying me back?
I believe if you invest, you can get your money back, perhaps with small profit already at the end of second year, but good profit starting from third year, yeah.
Okay, thank you from my side, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. I have one small comment about your presentation. Male sperm can't be the most important. It's one of the key elements to have a baby, but there are also other important aspects to have a baby. But now my question, how many of those devices you have sold already?
As pre-order, we have sold 4 devices. We just started to produce last week, and they already paid 50% of price. So we are really it's just beginning.
Okay, and how long one has to use this device to have some kind of effect,
yeah.
or
Yeah. Minimum is three months. It's spermatogenesis cycle. If there are some results, but insufficient, could be prolonged till half a year. And a part of it, this device could be used also not just for fertility, but also for to sexual function improvement as testosterone booster. It also works as for erectile dysfunction, and we have this one LED. It goes for prostate, so some prostate problems also could be solved with this device, but this perhaps is additional benefits of this device. But this is not just 3 or 6 months. Actually, it could be used longer to support male health.
Okay, any possible side effects? I mean, like unfortunate side effects or restrictions to use this device?
Yeah, if it's used inappropriate, with overdosing, could be not stimulating effect, but already depression and cells become exhausted, so you can reach not better spend quality, but even worse if you overdose. That's why should be precise dosage used. Otherwise, we do not recommend, but it's because of legal issues if you have any suspicions for cancer. It can't cause cancer. There no literature proving, but as we can't prove opposite, better we suggest to avoid in cancer to use. But otherwise, there are no absolute contraindication in this to use this device.
So, and I assume
also active purulent processes, active inflammations also with pus inside also it's contraindication, but it's very rare situation, and that's why also you go off through doctors.
And during the use of this device, do you also do some tests or like provide some services? Like I have to check every now and then how the situation is it improving or not? Do you provide this kind of service also together with the price of this device, or do I need to buy this analysis or test separately to see improvement of my condition?
It's what the doctors are doing if they are treating infertility. They have to check husband's sperm, and they have to check after if there is improvement or not. So it in frame of normal treatment. But before we did our pilot with Scottish University, we did all those checks. All sperm parameters was tested. We reached quite good results. Of course, 10 volunteers is not big amount, nevertheless it's something. And right now we have also contract with clinics and doctors who are going to start to use this device, that we collect all data, all tests to get what are results. So we still of course has more and more evidence of that the device is working. So I did mention it, but we have also one really, not my boy, what I saw in presentation, but we have out of our study one real success story. One guy who had low morphology, one parameter, he had increased after study, and his wife got pregnant, and he had problems with the score. So of course it could be because of other reasons as well, but the fact is he used our device, he had improvement, and now he has daughter born in 1st of June.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have one question. What is the medical class of this device?
Should be 2A. Should be 2A. Of course, this is no. It will be off-label.
Thank you.
Use because,
thank you. And how many? What would be the setup of the clinical trials you have to do in order to prove the medical effect of the device? How many patients you need? What would be the setup of the study?
Minimum in 2 branches, 50, and it should be blind with scan and together 100 patients, already on patients, not healthy volunteers, and that's what protocol we have to create and to go for it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
And the pitches are done.
Not yet.
Oh, we have something. Yeah, we want to thank all the startups that pitched today, the top 11. But yes, it is true. We have a few more pitches.
So now what's going to happen is, actually, I don't know what's going to happen, because now you will see how I will improvise and present you something which Kai came up with, and just let's see how it goes.
Let's see. Who doesn't know, we have been having a little challenge of our own with Tim, because, you know, you got to have a little bit of fun. So our challenges are right now 1-1, our scores, and today it's the life or death, who's going to win, who's going to lose. So actually, message to the jury as well, that please take note also to these pitches, because we are going to ask you to choose the real winner, who is going to choose actually the costume for the loser for tomorrow.
And
so let's see how we go.
Yeah. Let's do it.
But just so you know, I have, worked on these slides the whole night again, gone through Tim's head. If I was him, what would be the startup that I would do, and what would be the problem in the world that I would really like to put all my energy to? So I will be the ones actually switching the slides. So let's get the first one on here. And let's...
Socks on.
Socks on. This is your startup, so let's start.
Right, so it seems that there's a lot of problems going on with barefoot, and in order to sort this big problem with barefoot, we have come up with a startup called Socks On. Your wife's loving it. Let's see what's actually going on. Biggest problems men have. Statistically, cold feet, socks in bed not allowed, and sometimes hands also cold are the biggest problems that male audience or male people are facing. Survey done on at least 3 men. Oh, you've actually done a survey?
Absolutely.
All right, so this is the actual problem that we are facing at the moment, and the startup, which is called Socks On, will try to solve this kind of stuff. So speaking about the market size, there are 3 billion men on the earth, says Google. We tested our data, and we have actually spoken to majority of those 3 billion people while doing the research for this. Yeah, it's an issue. It's an issue. Get your socks, 999. What are we actually selling here? Self-heating socks. Get your own socks. Okay, I'm not quite sure what is the technology we're doing and how does it work, but what I know is that we're solving the problem of not having socks on comfortably. Worked for hands too, so we went outside of the box. When it comes to the startups, you need to think irrationally, so we also have come up with a device or the idea that you can wear socks only on hands, because not only your feet can get cold, but your hands can as well. And the Socks On team. Oh, actually, I have one of the same picture used on my on my presentation for you.
Your pitch is going.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So the team is actually quite amazing. We have Tim Vino, me as the founder of this idea, a lot of experience with socks-related startups beforehand, more to come. Kai Isand, brand manager, who, as you can see, has her own style, and she's really the right person to dictate the brand of Socks On. And this guy, of course, he was the one who was speaking with the majority of the male population of the earth, testing out how did the Socks On work, so we call him Sockspert. Thank you guys, and at the price of $999 we can deliver you, I still didn't figure out what exactly, but Socks On. Don't get your socks off, put them on. Socks On. Boom.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
Your wife's loving it.
Thank you.
What are you saying? It was self-heating socks.
I didn't see it for some reason from there.
It was written on it.
Right, so if Kai said that she prepared a lot and was thinking what was going through my head, then I didn't do any of it. I came up with my pitch quite quickly. And as you can see, the product she will have to be advertising is Tinner. Kai, good luck.
Hello! So my name is Kai and I'm from Team Tinner, your AI-based winning host. So the problem is that, all events need winners, and this event actually does need a winner as well. And recently, there have been quite a few host challenges within pitching competitions. Maybe you have seen them. And while the host battle, it takes audience a lot of stress and nerves to support one of the two. So while the jury has to decide, and they often start fighting as winner is not obvious, then finally the co-host often gets so upset and cries as the win seemed close, but they still lose. So the market size, Tinner has no limits, and we operate across the whole earth. The pitching competitions are happening everywhere, and that means that challenges between them are happening everywhere. Weird, embarrassing moments during those pitching competitions, bad startup jokes, and also failed slogans that they have come up with. So the world needs a solution. And the solution is, ladies and gentlemen, I want to actually introduce you that, I don't know, my designer has come up with a very weird picture of me, but it's very close. No more stress, no more anticipation and tears on stage, because Tinner is a swiping app where you can find your next host to your pitching competition. It does include this weird person that is on the picture, also includes me, but you can swipe along and just see who is the best one to host your next pitching competition. We have signed on quite many pretty cool clients, actually. New ones that have just come are Jay-Z, Putin, and Kim Jong-un. They have just signed on to the platform. The team is Tim, who is my assistant, actually, which I am a very good boss, so I just put him on the slides as well. Thank you for assisting, putting together these slides. Actually, I am the CEO, the founder, and the main person that you can hire through this platform. And thank you. That was Tinner, also known as the place where you can book Kai as your next pitching host. Thank you.
Close enough, close enough. I actually written out what was it, but now we have some sliding up where you can pick your winning hosts. Let it be like this. Anyway.
All right, the pitches are done, the jokes aside. We're going to have a little break now for the jury to make their decision who is going to be the top two teams going forward to the Latitude59 Super Final, and obviously who is the winner between me and Tim.
See you soon.
And we are back in the studio, and jury has made their decision.
Yes, and we will let you know about the decision in a little while. Before this, let's get to the jury and ask them for a short comment on today's round.
Yes. Today, hardware medical company startups pretty equal. I mean, we had a small discussion regarding the top two, what we need to evaluate. A good tip maybe for the future pitches is that when the investor asks when I will get my money back, you should have a very good answer for that one. Because this is, more or less their main goal of the investment, except the impact of the investment what they will make. But overall, good pitches. Thank you all startups who pitched today, and good luck everyone, and see you very soon on Latitude59.
Super. And there was another thing that, again, each day you have had a very serious decision to make as well. And today it's even more serious because this is the final call. Who is going to win our very own little challenge here with Tim? We have done a few challenges. Today's, I think, was, top level pitches from outstanding pitches. And I would say outstanding startups as well that we have come up with.
Absolutely.
So we will give you the moment as well to say who is going to be wearing a very silly costume tomorrow.
Yes, Soxon and Tinner, both are great startups and great ideas. Even better. It seems that one of you practiced it a little bit more than the other one, but overall it was very good.
Christian, you would invest in the startups though, right?
Yeah, of course. Just we had a small discussion. We are all in the same thinking in terms of winner, but before that we will announce. I really would like to ask from you, Kai, that if you would win, what team should wear tomorrow?
Oh, I can't say that. I think you're going to then maybe it's going to sway your opinion about this. But the deal is that it needs to be on the embarrassing level, on a very high level of embarrassment.
Okay, but then we will let your creativity flow during the night time, during the evening time, because you are the winner.
Yes! Oh, worked so hard for this. Good game, good competition. Thank you so much. Later on, I hope to get my beautiful flowers. And Tim, are you okay? You okay?
I'm good.
It's fine. Well, this is it. This is the startup world, This is a tight competition. And I think we did a really good job, both of us today. But, the judges have decided, the judges have said that I am better. That's just the way it is.
All right, I'll be a man and be like, well done, Kai, congratulations on winning. And let's keep it positive. I actually love wearing costumes, so with no problem, with no issue at all, tomorrow I'll be attending.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad as well that I can't wear a costume.
You're in this costume today already.
All right, but we actually have some more serious business here as well. And we have startups that are going to go forward to the super final, to the Startup Wise Guys Bootcamp, and to pitch to the EstBAN investors directly as well. So there's two teams that were a tiny little bit better than the others. The competition was really tight, but we can announce now the first team.
And the first team is 10 Lines. Do we have the representative? 10 lines, 10 lines.
Just a second, turning off the
Just a second, you are... Hello, you are here.
Congratulations, you made it through. Can we get a short comment from you?
Well, we're definitely very excited. We're looking forward to the next round, and we're really looking forward to building the robots on the parking lots.
Well, we wish you all the best for the next rounds that you're going to be pitching at, and see you soon.
Super. And to get to it very quickly, the second team is...
Now I need to look because
Now you need to look, and let's do it together again. It was so good.
Yes.
So the second team is...
Tremo!
Tremo is the next winner going to go forward. Yes, Liga!
Oh, I see some pure happiness.
So there's pure excitement, and I need to remind again that Liga was, got the information today that she has, their team has gone to the final, and she prepared everything today, the video pitch, and joined us in short notice. So how are you going to prepare for the next round?
Well, actually the secret how to prepare quickly and in time and well is to have a great team members. And actually it's my team members, one is still here and another one is having a birthday today, but she was still sitting with me and helping, so.
Nice. So this is a pretty good present for a birthday, right?
Yes, and congratulations one more time. Best of luck for the next rounds and see you soon as well.
Thank you.
Good luck.
You're welcome.
We are done
for today, but tomorrow, the same time, the same spot, the same hosts, a bit different outfits, but we're going to continue with the final day of Latitude59 pitching pre-finals.
I don't know if there's any point for me to come anymore because, I won already. Challenge is done.
So tomorrow I'll be hosting it alone, so I don't need to wear a costume. Everything went smoother than I expected.
The costume.
I was so close. But yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for all of the teams, for all of the jury, for the production team. See you tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow we have another 10 teams from data analytics category and ready to pitch at 3 p.m. Tallinn time tomorrow. See you then.
Bye-bye.